Well, it actually came from my first book, which is called Mass Customization. And mass customization is about efficiently serving customers uniquely. So you give everybody exactly what they want, but do it at a price they're willing to pay. Right now, here in the U.S., I don't know if it's hit India yet, but there's this big announcement from the toy company Hasbro, and like a half a dozen people have sent it to me. I've seen it on the news and that, where they're going to take, from photographs of your face, they're going to 3D print your face and put it on a superhero character, from Marvel Comics or from the Transformers or I don't know, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Not sure all that they do, but all the action figures that Hasbro has. So that's an example of mass customizing, right? My face on an action figure. And I often had talked about that if you look at the distinctions between goods and services, that when you mass customize your good, you actually automatically turn it into a service. That if you look at the classical distinctions, goods are I lost the train of thought there on what on the exact nature of it for some reason. It's a senior moment of mine. But I'll say goods are made in manufactured in advance, but services are delivered on demand. So that you create it when the customer says this is what they want, and goods are inventoried after production, but not done on demand. And goods are tangible, but part of the mass customization is the intangible service of helping customers figure out what is it they want. So when you make something done just for an individual person, you help them, they design it with them, then you make and manufacture and deliver to them. It's a service. Well, one time I was asked, what happens when you mass customize a service? And I shot back that mass customization automatically turns a service into an experience. And I went, wow, that sounds really good. It just popped out of my mouth. So it wasn't any analysis. It wasn't looking at all these patterns. It literally popped out of my mouth. And I said, okay, I got to write that down. And I began to think about it. I realized it was true. And I realized that experiences were a distinct economic offering, as distinct from services as services were from goods. That experiences are when you engage people as a business in an inherently personal way and create that memory as the hallmark of the experience. And so that means that there'd be an economy based off of experiences, just like there was an agrarian economy based off commodities, an industrial economy based off goods, a service economy. And now we're in an experience economy. And when I first started talking about it in the mid to late 1990s, it was the nascent experience economy, the forthcoming, the emerging experience economy. And now we just say it's here, and now you can see it everywhere. That's why we re-released the book in 2020 with a new preview on competing for customer time, attention, and money to get that notice out there that everybody needs to understand. What business are you really in, and that you should think about being in the experiences business.